EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Now the wolf.
Now Jackson on first down. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. And able to... rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 2 yards. That's good for Baltimore. First down. First and 10 at the 38. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. We got four. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43.
From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. He's got daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Touchdown, Arizona.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And now on the heels of the pick six, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended as they'll try to make it 8-0. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Edwards, a man who went undrafted out of Rutgers, signed with the Ravens, and last year as a rookie, very productive. 718 yards in only 11 games played. 300-yard games in the second half of the season. All of them victories, really helping propel the Ravens into the postseason. Also had better than 5 yards per carry. Quite a start for the Staten Island native to his NFL career. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And an alley to run. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Ricky.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keeping the short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Go 58 is the mic. Double dog. That's the way.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. They'll try and throw for him with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. First down, Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Murray from midfield. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain.
It's our field. Hey, it's our
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. There's the first NFL grab for Andy Isabella. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now it's Jackson, flushed out right. And it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Jackson on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. The 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Second and goal from the 1. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Everyone's got 4 down. Shift, watch the shift.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check 99. Check 99.
Jackson now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the back.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Damiere Byrd, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
I'm coming. He's coming. Double up.
And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here we go. Set. 6 yards. Focus, defense, focus. Deuce. 61. Match box. Right. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Man, I got you. Man, run it.
On second down, it's Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go. Come on, 18 Gator. Wild Bill.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Ingram again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That was the corner. Robert Alford with a sack. Well, apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Flushed out right, looking for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Shoot, shoot.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. He's going to wind up and air that. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early? Learn from them.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens, they claw one back. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the first down on a gain of 17.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys continue to pour it on. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Eluding the pressure right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Ready? Watch safety screen. Watch safety screen. Safety screen. Check, check. Fresno. Fresno to 6. Pull it. Pass.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
The first time I saw Marcus Peters was in a practice session when he's at the University of Washington. I literally was watching someone else, and my eyes kept going to him. I thought he played the corner position with extreme intelligence, even as an undergrad there.
What year was that?
It would have been his sophomore year at Washington, and he's carried over those same playmaking skills to the NFL, and we just saw him knock one away.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On fourth down, Murray. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 31. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, D.
This time Jackson will throw it. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling, and this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And a Cardinal 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake.
Murray's pass. Complete to
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight end.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here.
I got you, son. Check 31, check 31. Rotate, spell. Line 36, line 36.
On 4th down, Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Jackson now throwing on 4th down. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
I'm going to forget today.
There he goes, right side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.